Hello, this is David Allen and you are watching Sporting Icons.
Alright everyone, hope you're all doing fantastic. So Daniel Dubois, who is set to take on Ebenezer Tete next Friday for the Commonwealth Heavyweight title. Now, he watched the Tyson Fury vs Otto Wallin fight and he's seen a lot of chinks in the armour of Tyson Fury and says that when he gets in the ring with Tyson Fury, he will tear him apart, as Pinhead once said in the Hellraiser movies. Now, Daniel Dubois said this about Tyson Fury's performance versus Otto Wallin. I was really impressed with how Tyson boxed 9 rounds with those cuts, but people forget you don't get to where he is without having the heart and grit to go with the talent. If I was to fight him down the line, I would not only focus on his right eye, I would focus on every weakness I could see and tear him apart. I don't feel that far away from fights like that, and until then I'm just collecting all of these belts with the Commonwealth getting added to my British soon. So Daniel Dubois Statement. Now, is he that far away from the likes of a Tyson Fury? Arguably not. Arguably not. For me, I would probably say minimum 1 year, or ideally around about 2 years. I think that Daniel Dubois, he still needs progression. He is still pretty raw. We don't quite know how his chin is. He has been tagged a few times in the fight, but ultimately we don't know how well his chin would hold up going into later rounds when somebody is still putting pressure on him, going with a body shot and just out jabbing him, outworking him. And that's pretty much what a Tyson Fury would do. Tyson Fury, he tends to break his opponent's heart by using his fast feet and just awkward jabbing and awkward pouring. Okay, he pours more than jabs, I suppose you could say. Now, by the time Tyson Fury and Daniel Dubois have a fight, which, as I said, I would imagine is probably around about 2 years' time, obviously Tyson Fury is going to be a little bit older, and Daniel Dubois is still probably just coming into his peak at that kind of time. Even then, probably not his peak, because he's only going to be, 23, 24 years old, which is nothing when it comes to heavyweights, right? Now, ultimately, will Tyson Fury still be fighting by the time Daniel Dubois gets round to that kind of level? I wouldn't have thought so. But, hey, listen, you never know. But, I mean, I always get the impression that Tyson Fury, he's never really going to be one that's in here for the long time. Okay, he's only here for a good time. All right, that's kind of the impression I get with Tyson. But, hey, listen, you never know. But as far as what Daniel Dubois is saying, now, he's saying that he wouldn't just focus on Tyson Fury's right eye, which, of course, got cut against Otto Wallin in round number 3. But he's saying that he would go for all other weaknesses, all other kind of chinks in the armour. That's what he goes for, which is a fair comment. But what he's getting at here is that Otto Wallin, and it is true, Otto Wallin, when he's seen the cut of Tyson Fury, was just going for that one cut. In other words, in the hope to open it up a bit worse. So the referee, the medical team, put a stop to the fight. Therefore, because the fight was caused with a punch, Otto Wallin wins by technical knockout. Okay, so that's why he was doing it. But Daniel Dubois is saying that he wouldn't just do that. He'll go for the whole scenario, the whole thing. Now, we do know that Daniel Dubois, even though at his very, very young age, has some serious power on him. But he's got a very, very good ring generalship, okay? And he seems to be a very, very good boxer. And he has a ramrod jab, okay? Now, when you look at the likes of, say, Deontay Wilder, he's got a big power punch and he's fast on his feet. But that's about his lot, okay? When it comes to boxing IQ and ring craft and skill and setting things up, outside of setting up the big punch, of course, he doesn't have too much else. Where Daniel Dubois, he seems to be adding a whole lot of things to his armour, and he's going at the right pace. Now, of course, when he turned pro with Frank Warren, one of my concerns was that Frank Warren was potentially so obsessed with trying to get a fighter, a heavyweight, to match or beat an Anthony Joshua just so he can get one up on Eddie Hearn. I was worried that he was going to rush through Daniel Dubois, and he hasn't really done that, which is fantastic. Okay, so he's doing the one thing that I hoped he was going to do, which is move Daniel Dubois along at a nice, steady pace. Gradually move up the opposition time and time again. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Ebenezer Tete is a step up from a Nathan Gorman, not at all. He's a step back. But fact is, they are putting the Commonwealth, which is vacant, by the way, on the line. So it's a guaranteed win for Daniel Dubois, you would have thought. It's boxing, no guarantees at all. But you would pretty much guarantee that Daniel Dubois is going to get that win. But either way, a fight between him and Tyson Fury. As long as these guys are still fighting on the same network with Frank Warren, it's pretty much inevitable. But first things first, I would imagine we'll probably see Daniel Dubois in there with the likes of a Joe Joyce first, or Joe Joyce in there with Tyson Fury before we see Tyson Fury versus a Daniel Dubois. But I do like the confidence of Daniel Dubois that he does see Tyson Fury and he does notice certain weaknesses that he feels he can exploit. So that can only be commended, that he has confidence that if he gets in there with Tyson Fury, he's going to do him. And that's good, right? Either way, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.